St. Patrick's Day began in earnest in Washington last night when President Clinton, the Taoiseach and Mrs. Reynolds, Tony O'Reilly and a host of others attended the American Ireland Fund dinner. President Clinton told the gathering that while John F. Kennedy was the first Irish Catholic president, he, a Baptist, was the first graduate of a Catholic university, Georgetown, here in Washington, to make it to the White House. But there was serious business too, as the Taoiseach told the gathering that setting down preconditions to the Northern talks by any party is not helpful. The Irish government, he said, remained deeply concerned about a range of human rights issues, including harassment of young nationalists, allegations of collusion between loyalist paramilitaries and the security forces, and the use of lethal force. Earlier in the day, the Taoiseach met Speaker of the House Tom Foley and House Ways and Means Chairman Dan Rostenkowski. Could you give us some indication of how hard a position you're going to adopt on the deferral tax?
I don't have any idea. We'll see what the President wants to do. And of course, you're going to have a conversation with the President.
Speaking to him tomorrow.
And until such time as I get any inclination from President Clinton, I've just gone back into trying to figure out what play he's going to call next.
I asked the Taoiseach where he now sees the proposal to remove tax deferral.
It's still in the realms of the Treasury over here, that the exact proposals haven't come out from the Treasury yet. But I was very anxious to get in our views very early on. I wanted to make sure that there was a full understanding of the effects, or the disproportionate effects it might have in relation to the Irish economy, and certainly would not bring additional revenue into the US Treasury as they seem to think.
At his meeting with Al Gore, the Taoiseach told the Vice President of the difficulties presented by the local election campaign in Northern Ireland.
A lot of things are being said at the moment which are distinctively unhelpful to the resuming of the talks process. I mentioned it in particular looking for unattainable preconditions such as unilateral action in Articles 2 and 3, which is not attainable, and I think that you cannot take any part of the constitutional issues out on their own separately. I don't think that would be the real way to go about looking for an agreement at the end of the day.